headed towards an inevitable divorce?
Well, Greeny, you certainly can't dismiss it. And let's use history as a guide. There's been two quarterbacks that play at least one season on a franchise tag, and neither signed a long-term deal with their teams. San Diego with Drew Brees, well, they had Phillip Rivers waiting in the wings, so they moved on from him. Washington tagged Kirk Cousins twice. They probably never really loved him, and the feeling was mutual, so they let him walk. And now with the Cowboys, this has opened up a possibility that we probably think there was a chance of happening not too long ago. And we all remember the dark time the Cowboys had from Troy Aikman to Tony Romo, and they similarly got lucky, obviously, when they got Dak Prescott in the fourth round in 2016. Short of winning a Super Bowl, Greeny, I just don't know what changes. The Cowboys are still going to want a 5-year deal. He's still going to want a 4-year deal. What? One side will have to move, and they didn't move this time.
Well,
I'm reminded of something that Jerry Jones said during the Zeke talks, right? Jerry goes, "When have I not gotten a deal done?" Well, Greeny, we have an answer.
Yeah.
They didn't get a deal done.
He didn't get a deal done. And
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. So, man, I was actually watching some YouTube the other day, and I saw that clip from a YouTube channel. I saw it over there, man. And it was a very, very interesting clip simply because, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man, I've been talking about this probably for about 3 or 4 months now. And just how the Cowboys allowed this whole Dak Prescott situation to go down and him not getting a deal, or them not doing whatever they had to do to ensure that they got a deal done with Dak Prescott. Understanding that the chances of a quarterback who's being franchise tagged, and what history has said, typically those teams lose their quarterback within the next year or the next year after that. Why? Because the money goes up and you're getting penalized each year. Because you got to remember, not only will Dak Prescott, get the top 5 percentage of, he will get when you get the franchise tag, he gets a division of the top 5 highest paid at his position, but he's also going to get a 20% hike on there. Why? Because he's getting franchise tag for the second year. So, that's about $37, almost $38 million. So the Dallas Cowboys did actually fail to get that deal done. Now, I want to tell you guys something also, because a lot of people have asked me, like, West Coast, what do you think a deal next year for Dak Prescott is going to look like? Well, to be honest with you, I think a good example of a deal is probably to look at, one of the other quarterbacks that did get franchised, and that's Kirk Cousins. Look at Kirk Cousins' deal, the deal that he took the very next year with Minnesota. It was a 3-year deal with a whole lot of guaranteed money. Now, and if you're looking at the years, if Dak Prescott truly didn't sign a contract last year because he really did only wanted to sign a 4-year deal, he wanted to go back into the market 4 years from last year, then theoretically he can only ask for a 3-year deal. Because if Dak Prescott signs a 4-year deal, then technically the Jerry Jones will have gotten him for 5 years. Why? Because 1 year plus the franchise tag, and then 4 years plus the contract. So in my opinion, I think Dak Prescott is going to ask the Dallas Cowboys for a 3-year deal. Because if he asks for a 4-year deal, then it actually made no sense for him not to take a 5-year deal this year. Because in the same time, that's the same amount of, if you think about it, 1 + 4 is what? That's 5 years. So I think a deal for Dak Prescott in 2021, when he does come available, is going to have to be somewhere between $39 million a year, and it's probably going to be about 3 years. Why? Because that's what makes sense. But you know what, man? More importantly, man, I think the Dallas Cowboys totally dropped the ball on this one, man. No matter how you spin it, man, Dak Prescott is about to get paid more. And the thing about this, if he wins a Super Bowl, say the Dallas Cowboys do win a Super Bowl, then think about this. You will have had to pay more for that Super Bowl, because if you would have just paid him this year, you could have gotten the Super Bowl for less. So it's just, no matter how you cut this, no matter how you slice this and dice this, you're going to spend more money for the same exact product. And I'm going to be honest with you, in business, that's never a win. You guys already know what it is. Never look down, because the star's up. Peace.